Hello, hope you is good. Welcome back to Europa Universalis 4 with Switzerland. So, we are currently at war with England for the 100 Years' War because England did not back down and France pressed it. So yeah, now we just got to be at war for a million bajillion years. I'm still improving relations with the three leagues because I'm fairly certain that I'll be able to get them as a vassal via an event from having good relations. In the meantime, I'm still waiting on the idea to get France in to help me versus Savoy. Between this war and time, as in letting the favours stack up with time, they should be able to join me afterwards. Also working on relations with the Pope just because it's needed for part of my mission tree. So how am I earning 2.5 ducats a month? That's what I want to know. Merc Company's 0.75. Their cost doesn't change based on the amount of people that are in there. Army? Why is it all of a sudden like super cheap? I haven't done anything yet. Provence is waiting to give us a loan. Absolutely decline. So I got a really good starting guy, but my general was absolute poop. But it doesn't matter because Merc companies come with their own generals. Right, let's speed up to speed 5. We gotta just do some waiting around here. I'm also needing Tech 4 anyway, as part of my plan. Morale and tactics will be super appreciated. Remember, the plan is no manpower units. At the end of the game, we should have my maximum manpower and we should have none sailors. So that is the ambition of the campaign. But I would, if possible, like to chew through quite a bit of land. So, for Germany, we need to have Berlin, Brunswick, Minga. Hopefully Minga's not a coastal province. I'm not sure if I even will form Germany, but let's have a little look at these requirements. Oh no, it's Munich. Okay. One of the following must be true. Owns call Hamburg, Lübeck. Right. I am not forming Germany this campaign. Hamburg and Lübeck are both coastal provinces. Unlucky. Also, why would I be able to get the electorate? I know you can get the electorate as a republic, but you can't be emperor as a republic. That's right. I'm being silly. So we should be finishing up on this siege soon, and hopefully England should just capitulate nice and early. There's no point in me leaving the 100 Years' War early either. May as well wait it out. Because again, I'm waiting for France to be able to help me versus Savoy anyway, so it's not like they even would do me any good. I'll get favours or whatever. So lots of reasons to not worry about it. But France are about to just absolutely whoop through Seine. Or is it Caen? I think it's Caen, isn't it? I'm sorry, my French bros. I am just a poor, filthy Englishman who doesn't know. And yeah, England are just going to keep throwing their troops in. The enthusiasm should drop even further soon. due to having less relative strength. They were at low enthusiasm, but now for some reason they're back at medium. I don't know what caused it. It's not like anybody else has joined the war or anything. Also, I don't know why, but you can see even at 5 speed today, the game's just dragging its heels slightly. Right, Calais has now been sieged. I have provided my contribution. Is it under my occupation? Yeah, doesn't need to be. Let's give it to France. I was just there to help out with the siege. And nothing more. Well, let's zoom out a little bit. That might help with the speed. Right, they're at 61% war score. England are at low enthusiasm. Piece them out. I mean, they won't do. They'll wait until it's been at least like 5 years. We know how this goes. Yeah, France definitely won't help out. So we rule over Montferrat and Geneva, who will aid them. Don't worry. They'll get their just desserts soon enough. We'll be getting all of those cores. And again, 3 leagues should have an event soon where they become my vassal. I definitely recall doing it in my Switzerlake achievement run a few years ago, so it shouldn't have changed since then. You would like to think. But we'll see. Okay, so we're done with the 3 leagues. I've got enough relations with the Pope. They won't ally me. But all I need is 100 relations, I think. Expand the Swiss Guard. I need 100 opinion. And then I need to either be in a war with the Pope, will stay on their side, or they win a war using my Condicherry. That's fine. That'll then give me papal influence and Merc cost. And then we get the Swiss Home Guards. Well, employing 3 Merc companies, not running a deficit and not bankrupt. There we go. Right, let's keep the guy, of course. And for now, stability is far more important than the 25 ducats there. And I am Tech 4. I'm probably among the first, considering that my random ruler was actually as good as the Florentine guy. Yep, I was first. Also, why are Burgundy, who hate me, giving me money? Just because I'm in a war versus England with France. How strange. Yeah, army maintenance come and ticked itself back up again. Base tax in Wildstadt. I think I'll allow it, because I think I'll probably use Bern as my Renaissance province, or rather my large capital province. I'm in Europe, so I don't need to dev wholeheartedly for the Renaissance. I'll get Tech 4 across the board, and I can just get 30 at my own will, my own whims. So that's okay. Remember, when you have Mercs, it doesn't matter what you do with the slider. Mercs function entirely independently, and they're always at full morale. That is something to consider. Yeah, I reckon that the Burgundian ruler is treated as kind-hearted right now. No, personality militarist. Oh well, whatever. I got free money from Burgundy. I'm not going to complain. I was just merely curious. Oh, come on, France. It's been 3 years. Just get what you want. You've got the war score for it. We know you've got the war score for it. Where should I put my second diplomat? Is there anyone else who could maybe ally me? Let's have a look here. Offer alliance. Brittany would... The Pope would be my ally now. Okay. Excellent stuff. Then let's find another one. Bosnia. Bosnia and Serbia are still alive. That's good to see. Let's say Brandenburg. Brunswick is a shout. You know what, let's just make it Brunswick for a change. There we go. And now I'm at one above my relation slot. So why don't I get rid of, say, Württemberg. I know they're right next door, but I think I'd rather have Brunswick as an ally. Yeah, let's keep Brunswick as an ally and get rid of Württemberg. I actually didn't look at my relation slots before I did all that, as you can probably tell. Oh well, it is what it is, right? Baden and Landshut. Yeah, I could always go for Bregenz as well. But no, it's wait for this and then declare war on Savoy, I think. Just unfortunately by then they might have caught up with tech, as in Savoy would. But I kind of want France to deal with Aragon, so hence my insistence on the situation. Let's also... let's put a diplomat automatically improving with neighbouring countries. Let's just get something rolling. And what's this? Inherit 3 leagues. Wow. I remember it used to be have them as a vassal. I don't remember them being inherit. So anyway, we're going to disband this unit. That's not Mercs. Can't be dealing with that. Integrate the 3 leagues. Gives me diplomatic reputation and gives me base manpower in the Switzerland area. Oh, base everything actually. But remember, because I'm not using any, what's it called? Manpower. I'm not using any regular men. I'm only using mercs. I actually do not need Mildev in the slightest. Everything can go into tax and production. However, that doesn't mean I don't want to use some sword mana to say, I don't know, artificially inflate my dev for the purposes of getting, say, I don't know, a large capital for deving for colonialism. But yeah, my points for Mill, other than extraneous circumstances, can purely be for teching up and for strengthening my government. And we got a stab earlier. Shame we had to lose it. I'm not losing Republican tradition. I didn't want to lose Republican tradition right now because I really want to keep this current ruler for as long as possible. Is the plan. So yeah, Tech 4 across the board now opens me up for powers to give me a large capital. As a large city, but as mentioned, it will be Bern, I think. I could also make it Zurich, but honestly, I like the idea of just increasing Bern for now. Makes sense across the board. One other nice thing though is that while I'm just waiting, I'm gaining government reform. Also, what was nice about inheriting 3 leagues is that my my force limit is now 13. So I'm no longer over my force limit. Oh, and the land came with like no autonomy. How nice. It's 1.6 because of my corruption. That's it. So, let's see here. Cherb has base production. I think right now the plan would be to have 30 prestige, honestly. And yes, I've lost excommunicated rule against Savoy. I'm not surprised. So who else would I need to hire? I'll need to wait until I'm bigger. We'll bring back the diplomat. And then for government reform, as mentioned, I think this one's just going to be republicanism. Meritocratic rule also sounds like a good shout. Goods produced modifier plus 5%. And then nothing wrong with having some female advisors and female generals. I'm not against it, but that's the goods produced modifier is my main point for here for now. Random candidate bonus plus 1. No, I think we go republicanism. I think I keep on the idea. So I think I went over the first couple of idea groups I was going to have. It's going to start Merc, then we go in court, then we go in infrastructure, then I think after that will probably be plutocratic. Maybe. But this will be a campaign where I try and focus more on money, actually. And provincial trade power and merchant steering. So there may also be trade ideas in here. Basically I want a whole bunch of inland stuff. We'll see how far I take the campaign. At minimum I can do... Switzerlake's 50 provinces, right? But I of course want more than that. I'll grab as many provinces as I can. Problem is though, is that, like, for instance in Italy, I can take all of Milan, I can't take any of Genoa. I take Savoy up to here. And then I can just about go Modena, Bologna, Firenze, Arezzo, Perugia, Spoleto, and then, like, it stops there. Everything else is bordering a coast. I could do the whole get a coastal ally and then take the in-between slots. A coastal vassal, sorry. I think I might just end up doing it, just me. We'll see though. There could be a subject who's coastal involved. I have an idea. I'm not saying it's a great idea, but I have an idea. It's great when you get a call and your phone says suspected scam. Thanks. Thanks, phone. I mean, I can tell based on the number, but yeah, that works too. Right. Come on, England. Get out of here. I've got a Savoy to conquer with my buddy France. So yeah, you know what? Let's actually just start putting my money where my mouth is. Strengthen government. See? We're going to be really high on Republican tradition. I can just manually adjust as much as I want. You know, for now I'll probably keep my mill power for teching up to Tech 5 at this point. Rather than worrying about Republican tradition. My current ruler is 41, so they're of a decent age. Come on, France, peace out England already. It's going to be 5 years soon. They'll start considering it soon enough. Next year at some point is 5 years, but of course it's the 100 Years' War, so France like to make it as long and as torturous as possible. As AI. Of course, when I was France, I was already landed in Scotland and pieced out England and took Cornwall and Meath, as well as all my cores. But for AI, they like to leave it I have seen the 100 Years' War turn into like an 8-9 year war, despite the fact that the French had full ticking war score and full everything. They nearly got full war score now. And my contribution to the war has been 6%. Marvellous. It may not sound like a lot, but 6%, when the other person in the war is France, is actually not that bad. Honestly speaking, I don't know whether that's just copium, but that's how I see it. It's actually not that bad. Don't worry, once this is over we can start powering through and taking people on. For now, of course, I have to wait on the opportunity. What I might be able to do is, if I were to fight Savoy, the Pope, if I get them to 10 favours, they would join in versus Savoy. With how long France take, I might actually be able to get that in time. And yeah, it really is just waiting for France to peace out. And then I need to gain the favours with them. So maybe let's revoke from auto improve relations, and let's truly work on the favours. Because of the country sizes and whatnot, Papal State are like already half of the France favours, despite the fact that I've only allied them within the last year or two. Right, France. It's been 5 years, buddy. You've got 73% war score. England do not need to be in this war. You do not need to continue this on. Peace them out. And there's my first church. So every province will have, in this campaign, because I'm not bothering with manpower, we write off barracks and training fields. The regimental camps and conscription centres, I don't have to write them off, but I probably will write them off. Every province needs to have local trade power, and every province needs to have tax and production. So it's literally trade, production, taxation, government, and then maybe defence later, but definitely manufactory. So there you go. And also Burgundy just declared war on Provence. Such is the way of things. If France didn't take so long with the 100 Years' War, I may have also been inclined to have attacked them instead. But no. France can help me with my reconquer for the 3 provinces here, which will no doubt give me a giant coalition, despite the fact that it's 3 corps. You know how it is. So yeah, I'm glad I remembered about the 3 leagues event. I think it triggered because I had over 150 relations. But it definitely used to be that they would become your vassal, not that you would just immediately inherit them. I definitely recall it used to say get them as a vassal, because I remember having to wait some time after the event. But you know what? An inheritance is nice. Immediately taking the land is better. Don't have to worry about waiting 5 years for the vassalization to then annex them, to then get the provinces at like 30% autonomy. This is the better option. I'll tell you that much. So come on, France. We've got 10 favours with you. You've got 75% war score. It's been enough time elapsed. Peace them out. And then I'm just going to declare war on Savoy almost immediately. But again, I might actually already have the favours with the Pope by the time that these guys peace out. Would be nice. I'm also not decided on religion for the campaign. I might remain Catholic. Feels relatively appropriate. But I'm not sure. I do like the bonuses that come from becoming Protestant. Just have a look here. It's called Province of Geneva. That'll be done at some point. Just having a look. Yeah. What I could do is culture swap and become, say, Swabia. So I could embrace Swabian as my primary culture and then inform Swabia. But to be honest, Switzerland ain't bad. You get a couple good Merc stuff in your idea groups. Fort defense is nice, you know. So I'm in two minds about that, quite honestly. I'm just giving out theoretical options. Switzerland gains diplomatic insult on Milan. How about no? Sure, they do have Milan. They're also supporting independence of Geneva. Geneva probably won't try to break free because Savoy have got Aragon as an ally. If they can stay the subject of Savoy until I come to attack them, that'd be most appreciated. Also, for some reason, Savoy dropped down to 6k units. I wonder what happened there. How very obscure. So, let's go to 15 dev. And I'll expand infrastructure in Bern. And then we'll do some more paper and bird manor deving into the province soon enough. Hold on, which province did I build the church in? Waldstadt. Okay. I will be making one in Bern soon enough, don't worry. So yeah, I can just do something like this. Again, I can always artificially inflate my dev with sword manor, but that's kind of not the plan right now. But there is an opportunity. Come on, France. We're literally just waiting on you, buddy. Let's have a little look here. The free company would now be 6 units. Where you see brackets, it means that's the tech level of that Merc company. So you notice that the Crabats are currently tech 3. Is because it's in because it originates in Zagreb. Croatia are tech 3. So your Merc techs can be based on who owns the province and what tech levels they have. So for instance, if I own Zagreb right now, the Merc army would be, or should be, tech 4. So yeah, that's kind of how it works. Of course, the free company, the independent company, and the grand company go purely on your level. Right, the Pope is now happy enough, or got enough favours to come and join my war. Also, Castile support the independence of Geneva, but honestly, I don't think they'll do anything because they need to attack Granada next. Honestly. I'll lose ducats before I lose stab there. I also need to swap my focus when the time comes. I should be tech 5, and I'll then be able to work through Merc ideas. That is another thing, of course, that sword manor will benefit from. Quickly going through any mill ideas I take I do plan on 2 or 3 meal ideas. Mercenary is an absolute must. Plutocratic happening. Defensive is probably my choice over offensive in this campaign. We'll see. So it'll probably be 3 mil. Who knows, maybe I just do 4 mil and also take like offensive or something. But for now, let's gain extra power and keep my good ruler. Nice. Admin power, just what I wanted. Also, we should have really good estate stuff and really good crown land this campaign. Courtesy of Deving giving me back my crown land. Also, because court ideas. As I mentioned, that'll be the second group. Merc, court, infrastructure. This is going to be a rather different campaign to what I've been doing lately. Hopefully. So it should allow for some more. It should open me up to allow for more fun idea groups, let's say. The only fun idea group that I really enjoy taking that I'm not going to take this campaign is innovative. I think I might cut back on innovative this time around. In favour of other ideas. Give other things a time to shine. Also notice that my loan size is now 44, indicating that my economy is rising rather nicely. Come on, France. I need you to help me with Savoy. Can you peace out already? So we can go for this. The Pope is fighting in another war. Versus Provence. That's fine. France would join at the promise of land. Right. Brunswick, we already have the we already have the 10 trust apparently. 10 favours. How quaint. So yeah, let's let the Pope also deal with their war versus Provence. They said they want a province from Savoy. I could call him the Pope with the promise of land, if needs be, and give them, say, Nice, because it's coastal and I don't need to worry about it. But we'll see. To be fair, I don't even need the Pope for this. I just want the Pope in for my mission. Expand the Swiss Guard. That's why I'm talking about trying to incentivize the Pope to be a part of the war. Then I'll be able to go for the Swiss Home Guard mercenaries, which should be nice. I believe, if I recall correctly, the Swiss Home Guard comes with it's either infantry combat ability or extra discipline. And I think they've got a really low cost with the special things about them. I don't recall it being a unit does not take up force limit like the Keshiks for the Mongol stuff, or for a few other merc companies that suffer that get given the same ability. Lorraine want access. Sure, you do you. And Strasbourg are allied with the Pope. Oh, Burgundy actually pieced out with Provence. That makes sense now. Okay, no wonder the Pope are having free reign over here. Looks like Brittany will be getting Anjou scot-free. I like it. But anyway, I've just noticed the episode timer. Oopsie daisy, we are definitely due to end this one. I've been waiting for the 100 Years War to peace out, but as you can see, it's now been 7 years and they're still not peaced out. So hopefully next episode they peace out. For now, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you again soon.